Okay. You never work, dude. Okay, good, good, good. Oh shit. I have to update. It's not gonna be a long time. Only gig. Means so much. Whoa, we whoa, we whoa, we whoa. Choo. Hold eyes on us. It's installing. Don't blink. Wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit, Ink. You're not in a rush. Not like you're in a rush. Okay. 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 Whoa, we yo, we yo, we yo. What is you? And we'll see if the sword is automatically updated. It has, which is great. Everybody has a total of 12 hours, which is great. Don't blink, it's your boy, Yink. Look over to the shop because I'm doing more because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10 July 2025. Today, we are absolutely gonna have a good time filming because of this. Look at these, look at here. So, very simple evening. It is 8:13. I'm gonna be filming until 9:40. So I have my battles, which means I'm gonna be filming for at least like an hour and a half, which is very good. I'm hoping the weather doesn't seem too. It's really nice outside, so should be too bad for the nature corn. And that is pretty much it. Anyway, enjoy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. So doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10th July 2025. Some gorgeous, luscious nature corn. So yeah, I'll check it out for you guys. Look at this, how nice it is. Look at this, bro. Are you kidding me? Super nice. We'll take a picture. That way it lasts longer. And that's pretty much it. Now, before we start with the video, I want to check out something. Oh, did I bring my bottle? Yeah, bring my bottle. I brought my bottle. All eyes on us. Okay, I'm 10. That's huge. I'm soon in lazy mode for longer run. Enough band perk level to get rid of all that one. And then a couple of auto level to enable night run and perk auto. Think. My boy. Unlock. Idle mode. Godspeed, friend. Godspeed, friend. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show because I'm doing well. Because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10th July 2025. Today is a great day. We literally just received our bike. As I told you guys, we received the bike. It's actually pretty freaking cool. This is a day 2 of fapping, of no fap, sorry. Of fapping, no. It's been 3,000 something days of fapping. So we just received our bike, which is great. Pretty cool day. We did some shopping. I went out, did my gaming, did a TikTok live. I did some videos. So pretty good day. Plus, we got a massive, and I do mean massive, clean of the storage. So all in all, it's a pretty good day. This day, however, it's not finished. It's only starting. So it's gonna be this. It's gonna be some streaming after that, and then I'm gonna go. And then a dream. Now, day 2 of NoFap. As I mentioned, sleep was a bit harder to get yesterday. Luckily, I had work. Because I had work, I was able to really like sleep at all, which is great. Also had some melatonin stuck, so we took some melatonin, which is a sleep aid, right? That's pretty much it. So feeling good, feeling a bit spacey. I know I was busy, but time flew. Time flew. It's 8:16. Kind of the first time today that I'm taking a break. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So good day mentally, good day physically. A bit, like I said, a bit spacey, but that's completely normal. And then, even then, I can say, okay, well, this is ADHD spacey, not non-fab spacey. So, all in all, one of my better second day. Like I said, I feel like because I know the hard time, I know the peak and the low of the difficulty level. Placebo effect. I visualize myself having a hard time that I'm having, or a easier time that I'm having because I visualize it and it happens. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But hey, all I know is it's a good day. Who gives a shit about the rest? Don't blink. It's your boy. Welcome to the Commentary Show. Because having a wonderful day on this 10 July 2005 today. I come to you with a funny story, and that is about these donuts. So these are Boston cream donut my mom gave me. Which when you say, oh, your parents don't trust you, bro, at 32, that's why they're so in your life. They're so present in your life. Mom trusted me with the best friggin' donuts. See, it's too hot. The phone is too hot. Been filming for 6 minutes 25. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, like I was saying, my mom bought this for me and a coworker. My mom trusting me with the most delicious of donuts, big trust. And I thought it was pretty sweet because I wouldn't think about buying something for my coworker because it does feel a little bit of kiss ass. However, when you look at it, it like, wow, this is a really nice gesture. So so my mom, funniest thing ever. She goes in. She don't think about it. So she put them. I don't know if she put them at the bottom or it was really hot outside. They looked like shit. And then she come home and it's like, oh my god, it was like shit. So what she did was she bought banana bread to give to my coworker. And she's like me. So if there's good food around the house, she'll eat it. She's like, please get rid of this for me. And I'm like, hell yeah, mom. So pretty funny story and pretty sweet because my mom thought it didn't look good enough for my coworker, so she bought other food, which I think is actually pretty sweet. And we're about to have them. So button cream donuts. I'll have one. Mmm. Nothing like it. I'm better than Timmy's. I don't know which brand they are, but still. Mmm. Mmm. So, normal donut dough. But, I mean, obviously. But more than that. Mmm. Mmm. Really good. Mmm. Chocolate frosting. Chocolate filling. Sorry, Boston. Just waiting on for your pizza. And on for this shit. For real, for real. So yeah, so honestly, delightful. Mmm. Oh, nice. Higher wave. Mmm. That was a biggie. Whew. Don't blink, kiss your brain. Welcome to the commercial. This is doing walk because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10 July 2005. This is a short video. Just to apologize. Just apologize for the live today. A lot of you guys are possibly wondering what happened um, when I ate the chicken wings. Because today we had a life. So what happened? We had a life today, and we left. And usually I leave and I do like a nice goodbye. And I do a nice, send off. My signature. Like for example, we have this intro. We also have this outro. Um, what ended up happening is I've had these wings and I don't think they were good because even when I was eating them, they didn't feel right. So I go on the treadmill because after we ate, we went on the treadmill almost right away, and yeah, I didn't feel good. My stomach was messy and had a lot of bowel movement. I know so much information, but hey, you asked for it. So yeah, so I do apologize for this. Some people said, "Oh well, I don't know what you guys said, but here's why," and totally sorry for that. So, um, not really an excuse because shit happens, right? Literally, shit happened. Yuck. But at the same time, I feel like I owe you guys transparency. I owe you guys to be honest, and hey, Plus, I was find my mom, so I love my mom, and if the wings weren't good, it's not her fault. It happens, right? Fucking love that woman. I'm gonna say that girl, but she's a woman. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I do apologize. If any of you felt like I didn't care, if any of you felt what's wrong with that guy, well, what's wrong with me is possibly a fault indigestion. Now, I'm not in pain, so I don't think it was an indigestion, but at the moment something was not right in stomach and Inkyville, which is my stomach. I don't know if Inkyville is my brain or my stomach, but Inkyville is my it's my whole body actually. Something was not right. So sorry. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. So doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10th July 2025. Today we are talking about well, actually, we're talking about I don't even fucking know. Oh yeah, we're talking about a video that we did, a answer to a comment. So somebody saw me sing, and they're not familiar with the channel. They follow me, but I don't see them interacting. So they're possibly new to the channel, right? So I was singing yesterday because I was in a good mood, and I was singing because I'm a nerd, and the person I was talking to, which is Kyle, which is Sermons on a Tree, is also a nerd. So I was like, okay, well, let's nerd it out, bro. And then they asked me if I'm a singer as a joke, and I sort of got it was a joke at the beginning, but then it started making sense. I said, hey, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a worker, I'm unemployed, I'm a boyfriend, I'm an ex-boyfriend, I'm a cousin, I'm a lot of things, right? And I'm part of this universe, and maybe I'm a singer, right? And it kind of made a lot of sense because when you look at it, when you ask me what I am, right? I think one of the biggest questions, and this is actually pretty cool. This is when you think about it, this is a very interesting concept, right? So as a joke, I was talking about how much I am, right? True title, true label, right? Title and label is the way people describe you. For my friends, I'm a friend, right? For my father, my mom, I'm a son. For my neighbors, I'm a neighbors. For my boss, I'm an employees. For my coworker, I'm a coworker. So it came at that point, right? And I think one of the biggest questions that you can ask in your life is, who am I? Who is this person in front of the mirror? You see here, the tattoo, WAI. Who am I? And it's a question that you ask yourself a lot, right? And then the concept came to me, and it was such an interesting thing because it's true. When you ask yourself, who am I? Your answer is yourself. And depending on the person, they'll ask you. Depending on the person, they'll answer what you represent to them, what you represent, which is a better thing than what you are, right? And then it's so vague and it's so different from people to people that, like, holy shit, what am I? Because I'm on so many answers, right? So then I said the exact thing that I said was like, I'm a son, I'm an ex-boyfriend, I'm a boyfriend, I'm a worker, I'm unemployed, I'm a son, no, I'm a cousin, I'm a brother, I'm a friend, I'm a co-worker, I'm an employee. It was a bunch of things, right? And then I'm an inhabitant of the world, and I'm an independent inhabitant of the universe. And then the concept in itself was the fact that I was so many things at the same time, right? And because kind of that being so many things at the same time kind of lost meaning, right? Because, for example, right? For example, my father been working the same job for 30 years. My mom for 35 years. And then you ask them what they are, and imagine they're saying like, "Oh, I'm a dad," or "I'm a mom," right? And then, like, holy shit, what about those 35 years? Well, those 35 years were meaningless, right? They'll tell you what posts, what is their job, but ultimately speaking, they're workers, right? Both of them, they're workers, and they've been working their whole life, right? So for their whole life, they have this title. That truly defined them. Those labels, they truly defined them, right? Saying that I was all of this made me realize how little of each of them I was. Lately, I've been struggling with being Ink and being Steph. I've been struggling with that with a sense of multiple personality, just because I'm being referred to. See, and this is actually, I didn't even think about going there. I didn't even want to go there, but it's actually the same exact thing. For many of you guys, I'm Ink. For so many of you guys, I'm Steph, right? But I'm none of that. Steph was a name that I was given at birth, and Ink, that was a name that I created, right? I'm not supposed to have a name. Animals don't give each other a name, you know? Just a way to identify yourself. It doesn't represent you, right? So I realized today that even if though I was all of these things, I was all of these things for somebody else. I'm not my own worker. I'm not my own cousin. I'm not my own son, right? I'm somebody else's worker, son. So it all became kind of meaningless. And then, when it became meaningless, I'm sorry, it's itching a lot. Mosquito bites. We spent almost the whole day on the balcony, so pretty normal. And because it became so meaningless, then I was looking for some meaning, right? And then the question itself, that was a stupid answer, but I am me, right? Which is not a label. You are you, I am me. They are them. It's not a label. It's just a reality. Now, who is me? Who is you? That's a completely different story. But you have to put a label. The label is yourself, right? Because you're all of those things, but you're none of those things. If a neighbor called you son, you say you're not my parents, right? They can be affectionate and call you son because they're older people and say, hey, you remind me of my son, you know, it's affectionate, but they don't mean it as a link of blood or an adoptive son. So it loses meaning. It's like this person that that falls in love every couple of weeks, and you tell the girl, hey, I love you. And then this girl been around for a while, so she's like, okay, well, you love me for how much time? Do you love me until we break up? Do you love me now? But when you find another girl, you'll love me. It's complex, right? It's really complex. So being everything but being nothing at the same time, such a cool concept, right? In the grand scheme of thing, you being the sun, does it matter, right? When you're a kid, your parents are your whole world, so they act as a blueprint, but they also act as an identifier. What I mean by that is actually quite interesting. So when you're a kid, right, people don't know who you are, so they'll say, hey, who are you? Are you the son of this guy or this woman? And then I'm like, no, I'm the son of him or her, right? And then, oh yeah, I know them, right? And then you become an adult, and it's like, okay, well, I know what classes you are, right? What class I know what grade you are, right? And then you become a worker, like, oh, this guy I know his job. He's a plumber. He's an electrician, right? And at what point do you become simply this person, this human being? What do we need to describe ourselves with words? What do we feel the need to put label on it? Where do we feel the need to categorize people into category, right? But even then, at the core, as a human being, this is important, because at the core, You'll say, I like this person, I don't like this person. This person is nice, this person is not nice. This person is my friend, this person is not my friend. This person is my lover, not my lover. So at the very core of things, you identify what do they represent for me. And then, ultimately, oh, what the fuck is that? And then ultimately speaking, this feeling of what they represent to something, what they represent to me, is simply to identify I like this person or not, right? So when you're in a relationship, right, and people are like, hey, what do you like about this person? I'm like, XYZ, and then like, okay, well that makes sense, right? It's tough. It's tough. You know. And then there's nickname. When you fall in love, you call your partner. You call them baby. You call them my love. You call them hermosa. You call them plenty of names. You know. But this name change between your relationship, right? And then when you break up with them, they become my ex. My parents separated 26 years ago. Well, 27. And they're still calling each other ex. And you realize that they always will be each other's ex. What is the problem with that? I have a problem with the fact that you have this title first, 26 years. Right? Let's say, I'm going to talk about this more, but I got a call from the government today. Right? I got a call from the government today. And they asked me a couple of questions about my files and shit like that, right? And it was actually pretty official, right? And then the only question that she kind of asked that was personal was, do you have a criminal file or criminal case? I don't know how you guys call it in English. And French we call it casier judiciaire. Criminal case or criminal file. Are you a criminal or you're a felon, right? And like, imagine if I was, would the conversation completely changed? Would the conversation completely change, right? And that kind of affected me because I'm like, yeah, I'm no criminal. I don't have a court case. My my criminal case is a version of my booty hole, you know. It's not the case for everybody. And then it becomes more complex. And this is where we're going. For example, there's this guy, right? Or this woman. Let's say a woman. And she steals food. Right? And she steals food and she gets arrested. Right? And then in Canada we have this rule. If you steal under if you steal under $1,000, you can have a fine. You can say, hey, you're not allowed to come here, right? But they're not able to put you in jail, right? However, I had this case about 4 weeks ago. I had this police stop me, and I was nervous because I don't get stopped by the police. And so that I was nervous, the police said, could have think, he didn't say it, but could have think, why is he so nervous? What is he hiding? He was an asshole too, so. Right? And then this person, for example, this woman that steal, and she steal. Let's see what she steal. A couple of canned soups. Look at this shit. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Holy shit. A couple of canned soups, right? A couple of canned soup. A loaf or two of bread, right? And then when you ask her why she did it, I got a family to feed, bro. You know, my kid needs this money. My kid needs this food. Versus this person who steals because they want to have. I went to my mom before yesterday. I don't know. Wait a second. Was it yesterday or before yesterday? I don't even remember. I went to my mom on Tuesday. Today's Thursday. It was before yesterday. And I was. I filmed it so you know it's true. I literally walking. There's this kid. He's a kid. I don't know, teenager or whatever. But to me, he's a kid. I'm 32 years old. I'm an old fuck. You should show me respect. Um, and he's running away. And then he's running, and I'm like, why is he running? And then after that, I'm seeing this woman run after the guy. It's like, au voleur, which means thief, thief. And then the guy next to me says, I said, shit. The guy next to me said, shit. Her phone got stolen. I don't know if he saw it. I don't know what happened. I'm like, holy shit. And the problem was, it was middle of the day. Like, whoa, this is not safe, right? But they take these two people. The person who stole food because their family is hungry, or the person that sold the phone to sell it. And you ask yourself, wow, that was beautiful singing. And then you ask yourself, in the eye of the law, in the eye of society, they're both criminal. They're both thief. Right? Truth is, when you hear someone that went to jail, the question that you should ask is why. But then society tells you that it's wrong to ask a person where to go to jail, right? Because society tells you that it's wrong to ask anybody if they will go to jail, and in your mind you stay with the idea of, I don't know what they did, but they went to jail, so it must be pretty serious, right? It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. My father used to say, oh, somebody that stole an egg, stole a cow. Now, it's in French, it makes more sense. Qui vole un œuf, vole un bœuf. So eggs is us, and a cow, a bull is the bœuf. They're beautiful thing. I don't know what bird it is, but beautiful thing. So, what ends up happening is, if you steal something, you're a thief, right? However, I don't know if I agree with that. Because yes, stealing is stealing, absolutely. But however, the person who could have stolen a cow, but instead stole an egg, to me feels guilt, to me feels remorse. I don't know if I can steal that much, man, that's not nice. But an egg, I'm hungry, dude, my family's hungry. If I steal one egg, maybe I can feed them, right? Times are tough, times are really tough, right? So they get a call from the government because I asked for help financially. I have a job. But if I work 25 hours a week, 25 hours a week, they'll pay me 400. That's 1,600 per month. I'm lucky my rent is not expensive. I'm happy. I'm lucky because I don't eat a lot. I'm lucky because my mom, she gives me a lot of food. My father gives me a lot of food. You know? This apartment, this is my apartment. If I was a new, okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't care, you know. Is that because I'm doing a video about that after for the police, which is gonna be repeated content? Shit. My apartment is 675, 70. I don't remember the name. I know it's 70 something, 670. Right now I'm 625. So an increase of $25 to $40 per month. Which is an increase of 850 or 4,000. Yeah. A bit tougher. It's a bit tougher. You know? So I'm lucky, but not everybody's lucky. I don't have a girlfriend, so I have to feed myself, that's it. I don't have kids, I only have to feed myself. If I had kids, I wouldn't make it. You know? So, last month, when I didn't have a job, I called the government today. I called the government. And then the government called me today and said, hey, are you still looking for work? And I'm like, looking for work. And then, no, they don't need help. I'm like, what were you going to offer? I'm curious. And then they want to offer me a formation, which is going to school for a specific job. And they would pay me $465 per week, which is more than what I do working, right? So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, what am I? I'm myself, and that's it. Who am I? I'm myself, that was always it. all those other labels, all those other names, they're just societal fabric. They're just calisthenics for a person. They don't mean shit. And they never did. We love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Salut, c'est ton chemin. J'espère que ça va bien. Je passe une journée en ce 10 juillet 2025. On fait une vidéo en français parce que c'est une vidéo, ça fait cliquer. C'est une vidéo sur la ville de la Chine où est-ce que je suis. Fait que pourquoi pas français, mon chum, mon grand garçon, ma grande fille. C'est une photo, c'est une vidéo, on a filmé le coucher de soleil qui passait déjà, mais quand même. Puis c'est un drôle de sujet. C'est la ville natale de la Chine. C'est pas la Chine, c'est en colis. C'est pas la Chine, ça te dérange pas. Mais je trouve quand même ça important comme sujet. Fait que récemment, je dirais il y a 2-3 mois, la Chine a une très grande, puis je dis bien, une très grande présence policière. Je suis pas un gars qui sort beaucoup de la maison. Puis quand je sors, c'est souvent la nuit ou le matin très tôt. Il n'y a pas de police. Puis dernièrement, je fais plus d'efforts pour dire quand il y a du monde. J'essaie d'être plus social puis plus à l'aise en société. Comme ça on ne devient pas agoraphobe, comme ça on ne devient pas paranoïaque ou on ne devient pas introverti. Par un manque d'exposure à une société à long terme. Puis j'ai vraiment remarqué qu'il y avait une présence accrue des policiers. Maintenant, pourquoi je dis ça? Ben, je vais faire une vidéo, puis ça, regarde, c'est tout documentaire, je le jure. Je suis parti 28 minutes. Je vais t'arrêter 3 fois, arrêter 2 fois. Pas arrêter, mais interpeller, stopper, peu importe qu'est-ce que tu veux. Puis là, récemment, encore une fois, c'est arrivé de la scène, il y a 2 semaines, 3 semaines. Encore une fois, je me suis pogné par la police. Je portais pas un casque. Puis là, aujourd'hui, j'avais proche d'une grande rue. Puis il y a il s'est arrêté. J'ai écouté un domaine de la police. Mais non, mais avec la police. J'ai jamais eu de problème avec la police. On m'a arrêté une fois pour vrai. J'avais 17 ans pour avoir une arme blanche sur moi. J'étais un petit criminel. Mais j'ai eu le pardon parce que j'étais encore mineur. J'ai eu une amende, c'est tout. J'ai pas fait de prison. J'ai eu plusieurs tickets par rapport à des feux rouges. Ou j'ai même eu un ticket par rapport à traverser la rue à un mauvais endroit. Évidemment, mais ça c'est au cours de mes 32 dernières années. Je peux compter sur les doigts d'une main. Les doigts d'une main. La une fois je me suis arrêté. Ou interpellé par la police, peu importe. Si j'arrive, ça peut porter confusion, je le dis pas trop. Mais quand même. Puis là, en un mois, j'ai fait 3 fois. La première fois que c'est arrivé, c'est que j'avais pas de casque. Je me suis fait interpeller en entrant au Maxi. Je vais sur le Maxi, vous voyez les vidéos. La deuxième fois, je me fais travailler pour la même raison. Mais différents policiers. Le premier, vraiment, je m'excuse, mais c'était un coup de cul. C'était vraiment, il a essayé de montrer c'était qui le boss, il a essayé de montrer c'était qui était tough. Tu sais, il me parle, puis là, il est comme, tu sais que je pourrais donner la vente de 320$. Puis c'est pas vrai. De un, de deux, pas très gentil. La deuxième, super gentille, super gentille. Elle m'appelle par mon prénom. Elle est super fine. Elle me dit, est-ce que tu sais que je peux donner de la merde pour ça? T'habites-tu proche ici? J'ai oui. Elle dit, peux-tu aller à la maison à pied? J'ai mon scooter électrique. J'ai dit, ok, pas de problème. Il n'y a aucun problème avec ça. J'ai dit, ok, peux-tu le faire, s'il te plaît? Et j'ai oui, parfait. Un autre gars qui vient me voir dimanche. Puis lui, je vous le dis, c'était un gars incroyable. Sincèrement, il y a des policiers qui c'est des trous de cul, mais il y en a qui c'est des gentils, là. Le gars, il est là depuis. Il se présente, puis ça, c'est son nom d'agent. Je vais pas le dire nom d'agent parce que sinon, le monde, ils vont profiter. Si l'agent, il est très gentil. Fait que je le dirai pas. Il m'arrive, il me dit, c'est quoi ton. Il me dit, c'est lui, pourquoi je t'arrête? Là, je dis, non, je sais pas. Il dit, tu sais que c'est obligatoire de porter un casque. Je dis, ah shit. C'est que oui, je suis menti, j'ai dit, je sais pas. J'ai dit, ça fait 2 semaines que j'ai la transmettre qui est pas vrai. Moi, j'ai pas de facture, j'ai pas d'amende, ça me tente pas. Puis en plus, j'ai pas de dossier présentement. Mais une amende, un dossier ça. J'ai des amendes par rapport à des feux rouges, mais le monde, ça, il voit que je conduis pas. C'est impossible. Ça va? Mais attends, c'est je m'en sers. quand, il pourrait juste dire conduite dangereuse sur un motorisé. Tu comprends? Je sais pas c'est quoi les lois. Le gars il se présente, je suis depuis 19 ans. Il dit garde. Puis le gars il arrive, il est très très gentil. Il dit tu veux-tu t'attendre juste de mettre au coin de rue? Je dis non, il n'y a pas de problème. Puis là on parle. Puis le gars il est extrêmement gentil. Puis là il m'arrive, puis il me dit écoute, je suis depuis 19 ans. Il dit aujourd'hui je l'ai passer parce que je t'ai jamais vu. Il dit pour moi t'es pas un gars problème. Fait que là je dis non. Il me dit la prochaine fois tu vas avoir une amende. Puis juste pour vous montrer à quel point il était gentil, j'ai dit mais là je m'en vais chez mon père. Fait que si tu patrouilles, moi après mon père, j'en ai pour 45 minutes. Puis je reviens, tu vas m'en pogner sans casque. Il dit non, je t'ai vu aujourd'hui, c'est correct. Fait que le gars était super gentil. Mais tout ça là, c'est pas la vidéo c'est même pas ça. C'est pas les policiers gentils ou pas méchants. C'est que le fait qu'il y ait beaucoup de police. Fait qu'il y ait beaucoup de. Je pense. Comment je te dirais bien ça? Fait qu'il y ait beaucoup de police, c'est quand même pas bon parce que ça rachète mal. C'est une ville tranquille, pas de police. Ben, je dis pas de police, je suis toujours de la police. Il y en a moins. Fait que là, j'ai l'impression que parce qu'il y a beaucoup de police, il y a beaucoup de crimes. Prendre crime, j'ai voir ma mère mardi. C'est il y a 2 jours. Dans l'autobus. Il y a un monsieur avec moi, il est super gentil, il me dit allô. Je sais pas de quelle origine il était, mais il me dit allô. Fait que là, je dis, il est super gentil, il est très, très friendly, très communauté, tu comprends? Je dis allô. Là, je vois un jeune, je sais pas quel âge il avait, mais il fait courir, puis il court. Là, je dis, ok, il est pressé. Il y a madame en arrière de lui, qui a dit, au voleur. Là, j'étais par là qu'il a volé. Fait que là, je dis, oh mon Dieu. Puis là, le gars me parlait en avant, mon collègue d'attente d'autobus. Fait que là, je dis, oh mon Dieu, tu crois qu'il l'a volé? C'est 10h le matin, jour de semaine. C'est pas commode, là. Il dit, ouais, il dit, le gars, il a rôdé proche de moi aussi. Il a rôdé proche de moi, je pense qu'il voulait qu'il me faisait voler, mais il a changé d'idée. Je dis, t'es pas sérieux, man. T'es pas sérieux. C'est fucking terrible. C'est fucking terrible. Puis tout ça pourquoi? Pour un cellulaire, tu sais. Puis elle peut me voler aussi, là. Le chargé m'a pas volé moi. La femme, là, c'est pas correct, là. Puis tu te dis, oh my god, ma ville était dangereuse. Mais tu vois, beaucoup de police, c'est beaucoup, man. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? C'est beaucoup. Puis tu vois ça, puis t'es comme, ok, je comprends pourquoi. C'est juste extrêmement dommage. Parce qu'encore une fois, ça aurait fait mal à la ville, tu comprends? C'est que là, je sais pas ce qui arrive. C'est que la Chine qui s'est en train de devenir le plus dangereuse. Y a-t-il une présence criminelle accrue? Parce que tu pourrais comprendre, tu pourrais croire, tu pourrais déduire que la présence accrue de police, c'est une présence accrue de criminels. Je le sais pas, moi. Je le sais pas. Mais c'est pas le fun. J'aime pas ça. Parce que c'est mon quartier. Je suis né là-dedans. Ma mère, malheureusement, elle a déménagé hors de la Chine. Mais ma vie est à la Chine. Je suis né ici. J'ai été baptisé ici. J'ai grandi ici. Je suis allé à l'école ici. Ma première copine, c'était ici. Mes amis, c'était ici. Ma première job, c'était ici. C'est ma ville, je suis né ici. Je suis élevé ici, tu vois. J'aime la Chine. Mon père travaille pour la ville de la Chine. J'ai toujours une certaine fierté à la maison de la Chine. Et j'ai fait ça aujourd'hui. J'ai fait les barres d'école, je les ai faites. J'ai toujours une fierté. Puis à quel point la Chine, c'est une belle ville. Moi, j'habite proche. Je suis fucking chanceux, man. J'habite proche de tout. J'habite proche d'un hôpital. Très proche. J'habite proche d'une bibliothèque. J'habite proche d'un marché. Non. Une épicerie. Je parle en anglais d'habitude, c'est pour ça. J'ai vraiment chanceux souvent. Mais là, il y a beaucoup de police parce que. Tu sais, dans un point de vue, je vais t'arrêter 3 fois. Pas d'amende. Fait qu'est-ce que je fais, c'est pas si grave que ça. Tu comprends? Puis malheureusement, hein, au Québec, on a une loi. Puis la loi, c'est que les policiers ont besoin de donner un quota d'étiquettes. Je sais pas combien c'est l'étiquette. Je sais pas si c'est 10, c'est 10, c'est 30, c'est 30. Le plus de police, le plus de quotas qu'il y a. Le plus de quotas qu'il y a, le plus qui sont sévères. Je veux pas être méchant, mais c'est comme un chasseur. Puis tu vois qu'il y a 90 cerfs, il y a 100 chasseurs. Waouh! Les chasseurs vont pogner des caribous, des gros caribous de 120 kilos. Mais là, il faut pogner les plus petits parce qu'ils n'ont pas le choix. Puis il y en a même fait qu'ils vont partir les pains vides. C'est ça qui se passe, tu comprends? Fait que je sais pas ce qui arrive, mais ça m'inquiète un peu. Anyway, je fabule, je capote. Passez une belle soirée, je vous aime. Bye. Zonders, dude. Good bathroom. The pros of Simi Valley, dude. You said you don't want me. You say me good for nothing. A waste of space. Oh, yeah. Oh. Good. Good, we're back. Oh, message. Again, why do I care about dice gaming? Oh. Mild. Okay. Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to the show. Continuing well because I'm having a wonderful day. Not feeling the greatest, to be honest. Yeah. Don't know what's wrong with me today. Something is not right. Okay. So today we're talking about government. Which is not something I'm talking about often, but I want to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about it. Usually I would talk about it in English, but this is more so something I need advice on. It's more so something I need. Uh, yeah, advice is a good word. Let's see, conseil is advice in French, bro. Um, so I got a call from the government today. So long story short, a month ago, I received a call from a company called Bedar Ressources, which is a temporary agency. Say, hey, we found some work for you. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I want to work. But the reality is, Bedar Ressources, they weren't hiring me a lot. They were giving me weeks of 30 hours, 40 hours. Then I was doing 1 week out of 40, out of 4. And I was like, what the heck? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you hiring me so much and then so little, right? And then, of course, they have contracts. They have a lot of people for contracts. So what they're doing is they're trying to do a rotation, right? So they're like, okay, well, guess what? Um, this is important, this is unimportant, right? But before that, I called the government and I apply for something called Light Financière, which is finance care, something like that, in English. So what it is, it's for people that are working, people that are working, and they're like, hey, I'm not making enough. The government, what they do is they give you a little bit, right? So for example, they look at the salaire de base, which is minimum salary of most people. So for example, right, you're working minimum salary, right, for 40 hours for a month. Let's say out of the month your salary is, I don't know, let's say 1,800, right? Now Finacare, which is really cool, is a program that will see, okay, well, the normal person, if they're working 40 hours and they're working the minimum salary, they'll make that much. You make that much. Okay, we'll meet you in the middle. So for example, I work and I make, let's say 800. They'll do the 1,700 minus 800, which is 900. They'll give me 450 per month, right? So it's a little bit of help. It's not enough to survive, but it's enough to kind of fill in the gaps, right? So I apply for that. Now you guys know me. I'm kind of carefree. I'm kind of impulsive, very impulsive actually. So I don't really think about things like that. So today I got a call about this, and they're calling me and say, hey, you made a demand for Finacare. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And then they're calling me and like, are you still looking for help? I say, I got a job. And then they said, oh, is it going well? I said, well, I'm missing hours, but I'm still good. So they said you will still apply for Medicare, right? And I'm like, no, not really, because some weeks I'm gonna do 30 hours. So if the financial care is $200 per month, and I know I'm gonna get some hate for that, but I don't care. There's a beautiful song, singing bird. Beautiful. Annoying but beautiful. I think it's a hirondelle. So then, and I know what you're saying. Do $200 to $200, and you're absolutely right. But there's family that needs it way more than I do. I know this person. She's a single mom of 5 kids. Like, she needs cash, right? So I'm on. Okay, well, you know what? Kind of works. So she said, do you like the job that you're doing? And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. She said, we know you can sign up for a course, right? She didn't ask that. She said, uh, because she asked me a question about my past, about, because I had a diploma in bakery. And it's funny because I talked about that. I talked about this like 2 days ago, which is kind of crazy. Um, she talked about the bakery. And I'm like, are you planning to go back to bakery? And I'm like, ugh, not really, because I did it for a while. Now, is bakery not a good job? It's a beautiful job. It's a very noble job. It's a really fun job. It's a very historical job. I love being a baker. However, I worked for 3 years in bakery and didn't make more than minimum salary. And my question was, dude, I made a course. I got a course. I got a diploma, bro. Give me a little bone or something, dude. Nope. No, no, no. It's just same as everybody else. Even people that didn't have a diploma. And are you a better baker? Are you a better worker because you have a diploma? No. But you made the extra effort. You went the extra mile to get your diploma. So yes, you should get a little bone, right? Like fuck that. Fuck that. Now, do I believe the same thing? Uh Still believe that's the case. Oh, that's a good question. Um well, I had shitty jobs that paid very well. And I had amazing job that paid very little. And I would choose a job that I were amazing but paid very little, right? Or you could go both way. I'll take the job that is shitty, make a lot of cash, save a lot, then quit. Keep the money for saving and do content, right? Or the slow burn, doing the job that I really love, but I don't make a lot of money, and I can make content in the background, you know. So I said, she asked me, would you go back to school? And I'm like, not really, I need money. She said, you know, there's program for, she said, you know, there's program for schooling, and we'll give you an expert. They'll find out what you're interested in, what you don't mind working in. It's not so much what you want to work in, it's what job would you would like, you know? And this is, I learned that very late in life. I learned that maybe 2-3 years ago. No, more than 4 or 5 years ago. And doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're happy, you're good, you know. And she said, we will pay you for that. We will pay you. There's a program to help people with, again, financial. They go to school, and she even gave me the number I do per week, which is 470 something, right? And then I don't know. Because that would be the best thing to do, right? That would be the best thing to do. To go take a course that's paid for, right? They're even willing to pay the bus pass because, okay, so this is, oh my god, this is kind of like, this is a bit of a conspiracy. So when they do that, the reason as to why they're so generous is they kind of push you to a job that nobody wants to do. Job that nobody wants to do, that we need to do. For example, cleaning septic font, some septic font and some septic tank. I don't know what you call it. They'll direct you with that. They'll put you exterminators or killing vermins. They'll push you toward that, right? That's how they get employees there. Why am I hesitating? Because I could just do the course, get paid, and just leave. It wouldn't be honest, but it would be a possibility. I feel good doing that? Not really. Like, for example, there was a mistake last month. The 1st. Not last month, the 1st. So, the 1st of July. They didn't charge me for the rent. For the 2nd, and I went to the 3rd. And they didn't charge me. So I went into the landlord and said, yo, you didn't charge me. Oh my god, thank you so much. I didn't even realize that we didn't charge you. Because it's all automatic. It's all automatic. You know? And they charged me. I could have said nothing and possibly get away with it scot-free. I kind of felt good about it. Because I was like, oh, that's the right thing to do. You know? It's the right thing to do. I'm gonna regret this sometimes. But I'm gonna buy some, I don't know. But I'm gonna regret it. So going to school, I'll have to work, right? Now, I'm not against working. I'm against. So why is this a question? Because this is the smartest thing to do, right? I have a job right now. So I have a job right now. You're asking me to leave my job to follow a formation to possibly get me a job. Doesn't make any sense. You know? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Super cool person at the phone. She called me. What I don't like is they call you, they don't warn you. So for this one, I knew it was the government because it's written Government of Quebec. I knew what it was. And she's like, okay, well, you have 30 minutes for me. And I had 30 minutes, but I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. But then she called me in the afternoon when I was awake. She called me early on. I was sleeping. I would have not been able to answer correctly. I got lucky they called me when they did. Huh? And if I was at work, I would still be at work because normally I do from 10 to 2. Sometimes I'm going to do from 12 to 4. I'm at work. I would have not had the time. And if I'm at work, the answer to their question is answered. You can find a job. And the weirdest thing is, I told her I had a job. I told her, like, I'm doing this job and I don't have enough hours. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to help you. There's somebody that doesn't have a job that can also help. I don't know. You know, I believe that everything is written. Everything that happened is supposed to happen. I believe in something called fate. Maybe this is fate. I don't know. And the question isn't, what is fate? The question becomes, what is right? Right? So then the question becomes, what is right? Right? So the question is, instead, what are the pros and cons? Well, the pros and cons of the job right now is I'm working. The pros and cons is I have a good job. There's a good pay. I'm not making a lot of hours, but I'm making a lot of money. It's $21 per hour. That's $84 per day. That is $416 per week. Less than what the school would give me. But that's 20 hours. Give me 25 hours. I'm doing more than what the school give me. Give me 40 hours, I make a good living. And then, yes, there's the freedom of not working a lot, but at the same time, it's not freedom. It's not freedom, because I'm still going there. You're making me work 4 days. You're making me work 5 days, at 4 hours a day. Instead of making me work 3 days at 8 hours, right? So I'm not free, because I still have to go there. And then, I'm lucky because it doesn't take me a long time to go. It takes me 50 minutes. But I'm still in the bus for an hour and a half. So I'm leaving for 5 hours and a half, which is every single day, which is about 27 hours and a half of bus of the whole week, right? Which means I'm doing 7 hours and a half of bus per week. Which means I'm doing about 31 hours of bus per year. The bus pass isn't more expensive or less expensive if you don't work a lot, you know? That's a con. That's a big con, right? Other cons from that job is I don't have any security of work. Because I'm an agency worker. I'm a temporary worker. There's no guarantee. You can say tomorrow, hey, Ink, I love ya. Goodbye. Ciao, Bella. I'm like, fuck, dude. I lost my job. You know? And then there's also this past experience with agency where they promise you a job. They work you as much as possible, then they make you quit that job. So, agency, I'm not saying everybody does it, but a lot of people do, which is kind of shitty. So, for example, a job will ask you to work 800 hours before they can hire you. The agency will monitor that. They'll wait until you have 750 hours, 760 hours. Then they'll kick you out. They'll say, hey, sorry, bro. You lost the job, which is not true. You didn't lose the job. They just didn't want the company to hire you. Because that way you stay under their job, or you stay under their rules, under their thumb, and they make money out of your salary. For them, if you get hired, there's nothing gained. If you work for them, there's everything to gain. You know? So yeah, so this is the negative. Now the school, what is the pros of the school? Well, paid formation is actually pretty cool. Paid formation, the salary is actually pretty cool. That they're so willing to help is pretty cool. And my taxes are paying for it, but it's still pretty cool. The fact that information might be the way to get a better job, a long-lasting job. Because I'm at a point in my life where a better job would mean long-term job, right? The fact that I accept that the job I'm gonna get, I just did a good job, and then I could work for a long time, like I did the last one. The last one, when I was working for 7 years, I didn't want to work for 7 years. I had a plan on it. I was planning to work there maybe 2-3 years. Then take a break. Do some saving, then take a break. But I loved the job so much that I stayed. You know? Take a break. Why? Because I can. Why not? You know? So then the school, the formation possibly would be the way to get a better job. A better job means a long-term job. The school also is, it just for me to do more than just, because right now, okay, so the truth is, before I got this job, I had a lot of interview. The job for the interview that I get is physical, a lot physical. And it's weird because we always get to the interview, but when they look at me, they say, oh bro, not able to get to the job. Like, something is wrong with the interview. Either I'm talking too much, either I'm an asshole, either I show up and I'm disrespectful, or they see me being fat and say, oh, I don't know if you can do the physical work. You know? Yeah. You wanna know how I got this job that I have right now? They didn't see me. I just came up one day and say, okay, well, you're starting work. Okay, will do, sir. But then one of the cons is cool. Well, the con is cool is, for example, if the formation is 8 months, I have an 8-month salary, which is great. But then I'm back to zero. Back to fucking zero. Think about it. Think about it, bruh. That is not good. That is not good at all. Back to zero, imagine. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. The cons is cool. I might be trapped. So for example, right? Nobody does anything for free. Nobody does anything for free. With the school, are they expect me to work a certain amount of years there? And what if on paper this job? So I'll be completely honest. I'll go in details. You'll be liking this video. When I chose bakery as a job, I didn't choose bakery. I chose cooking. It was too stressful. So when it came to cooking, I knew how to cook. I knew how to. I'm a pretty solid cook, I guess. But when it came time to work in a restaurant, I freaked out. I got stressed and I abandoned. Okay, well, you're not gonna finish the course. We'll put you in bakery. It's calmer. Okay, sir, no problem. So why did we do cooking? Why would we do cooking? So this story multiple times. Well, we did cooking for a couple of reasons. We did cooking because it seemed fun to do. Because my mom, she said, Steph, you have to find a job, or at least a formation. I'll pay for the school, but you have to find a school. I'm not gonna. I don't feel good letting you stay here for free. Now the reality is that the boyfriend was giving her shit. And it was the boyfriend house. So my way or the highway, you know. Literally. I have it's itching to get a chopstick. Like a fucking bear. So then, at that time I was really into MasterChef. So I watched MasterChef, and I'm like, okay, guess what? I can't do that shit, bruh. Yeah, but MasterChef isn't reality. If I watch Hell's Kitchen, I've been more of a reality. MasterChef wasn't the reality, right? That was in 2012. So I chose it. Looking back at it, would I chose cooking? No, I would have not chose cooking. If I didn't choose cooking, I would have not ended up in bakery. If I didn't end up in bakery, I would have had the story that I have to say about bakery. I possibly wouldn't be the same person that I am right now. You know? So yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Yo no sé. Yo no sabes. Nici tu. E nici n-ai. The regret taking the bakery course? Yes and no. It was life lesson. I learned a lot from there. But what was the point of taking a course if I didn't end up doing bakery? You know? Now, I know what you're saying. Yeah, but Ink, you just said the formation will be paid for by the government. You're right. But the dishonest thing to do is to get the formation. Peace out. Not even gonna work. It's by being sharp, like, this job on paper look good. On paper, this job looks really good. But, and only but, does it work on practice? Right? I was talking with my mom yesterday about driving. This one that doesn't drive. They ask me to drive. I love my mom though. She asked me to drive, but then she doesn't drive. So then, the plot behind it, it's actually quite funny. Mom asking me to drive. But then you remember that when you had the course to drive, because I did a class to drive. On paper, I was good. When it came to practice, I got nervous, you know. And all of this, I got nervous during the cooking, this cooking class. I got nervous during the driving class. I was younger. Is the person that I am today able to do it? Possibly. Do I want to do it? That's a different question. You know? But then back then, it was the focus of what people want. Now it's the principle of what Ink want. But it's very different because when I make videos, I'm trying to please you guys. I'm still a people pleaser. Just a different way. I don't know. So now, because this is the end of the video, what do you guys think? What is the right answer? What is the right option over here, guys? Help a brother out. I don't know. I don't fucking know what to do. Pros and cons, gentlemen. Pros and cons. What is the best possible option? And then, even then, if I'm being completely honest, I feel selfish to think the best possible option. Because this place, at a school, and information could be used by somebody that really needs it, right? But then fuck this, because my tax are paying for it. Because my tax are paying for this, I'm allowed to get it. I'm entitled to get it. Why not, right? I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. You're already full. What in the fuck, dude? But thanks for all the sacrifice. Cause I'm ashamed of the thing that I said. I'll do whatever it takes just to get her in bed. But kinda sucks when you're only a kid. But you grow up to learn that those scars are kinda permanent. And I haven't had one drink in 3 whole years. There's no need for drinking when you're not here. Do you find it amusing? I'm seeing clear. The time I was here. So come on, we're not getting any younger than us. We're the gracious host and you're the parasite. Anyone else, take me out. Cause I'm a mess when I'm alone. And if anyone can't, well, I think I'm losing it. I got my problem with my self control. Hold on, honest. I'm in sex tonight. And she's got the dress on, the one that shows all the things that you can do to me. And I'm taking lesson on not to beg for sex. It's just a side effect we're feeling from the ecstasy. So come on, we're not moving any but younger tonight. You're the gracious host and I'm the parasite. Anyone else, take me out. Cause I'm a mess when I'm alone. And this anyone can't help. This artist said I got no problem with my self-control. Hold on, anyone honest? For this fight, going on a sex tonight. And she's got a dress on, one that shows all the things that you can do to me. And I got a question on not to beg for sex. Okay, enough. Let's go. Last video of the day. Let's fucking go, Inky. Tumbling, shabaying, with no moon, because I'm doing well, because I'm having a fantastic day on this 10th July 2025. Last video of the day. Can I get a woot woot? No, you guys are rude as fuck. What the fuck? You guys are rude. What the fuck? Today we're talking about a subject which is garbage TV. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot to say, so take a drink, take a seat, grab a popcorn, grab your drink of choice, your experience of choice. If you want to go on a bit of green, go a bit of green. If you don't want to go, then fucking don't go, dude. Hell yeah. No to green, bro. What the fuck? So today we talk about garbage TV. So, I made a bunch of videos today about garbage TV, which is Jersey Shore and Simi Valley. Now, Simi Valley I just discovered. Jersey Shore I've been watching multiple times. Jersey Shore is actually my next recap or review show, which is kind of hot, kind of gnarly, kind of chill, bruh. So, that being said, why are we so attached to garbage TV? Because this is garbage TV, right? So, I've been watching a lot lately of Operation Repo. Now, I made a video about Operation Repo, why yo quiero, yo amo Operation Repo for obvious reason. Even though it's scripted, even though it's fake, it's actually super entertaining. It's actually quite funny with Louis calling Pizzoli, calling I'm gonna call the cops, pepper him, or Matt saying Matt getting angry. Pretty funny, Why do we care about this? Well, because we were raised on that shit, right? Now, again, it's gonna be multiple parts of the story, so please follow, don't judge. We'll get somewhere, somehow, some way. You know, say como fach. So I grew up watching shows like Trailer Park Boys, which is garbage TV. It's a show, a mockumentary on people with living in a trailer park. Try to be trailer trash, but then years later, I'm watching a YouTube channel called Trailer Trash Danny. So usually I'm still watching the same shit. Watching a show about Kenny vs. Penny, which is probably one of the shows that taught me the most about life. But then, Kenny vs. Penny is what? It's a show about two best friends trying to humiliate each other, right? It's not the most glorious of things. I grew up watching Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, garbage show about garbage people. Some of them were arranged. Some of them weren't. Some of them were really disgusting, But then why did we watch that? Why were we so entertained by this, right? Do I think that Jerry Springer is the best? Yes, because of his Jerry talk to the end. Sorry, Maury. Not sorry, Steve Wilkos. Did you see what you became, bro? On TikTok, bro? Shit. You had a whole ass career, bro. You could have been a judge, bro. What happened? I'm just kidding, of course, but still. But then, you realize how much of a majority of shows you watch are garbage TV, right? Then, the question is, what is garbage TV? And there's no definition to garbage TV. Something that can be garbage for me, can be garbage for you, cannot be garbage for you. And you'd be like, no, this is not a garbage show, it's a show that I love. Right? Or anime garbage TV. Wearing an anime hat, bro. Is it garbage TV? Not really. But for some people, it is garbage TV. And there's some anime that are garbage TV. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yesterday, I was I was prepping for work. So I went on YouTube, right? I went on YouTube and I did a big sacrifice. The biggest sacrifice we could do. My soul. Illuminati confirmed. Not really, but still. We found an audiobook that is 2 days long. The first thing that I did, started it. Why? I didn't even know the show was gone, was good. And if it's not good, am I willing to wait to watch it for 2 days straight? I don't know. Why are we so entertained by garbage TV? You know, Operation Repo is the one I watched the most lately. It's just super funny. Jersey Shore. They were just funny. Fist pumping. Like, what a bunch of douchebags. You care about those douchebags. You care about that Lou Pizzallo and Sonia Pizzallo. Rest in peace. You care about Carlos. Rest in peace. You care about Matt and Freud. You care about Carlos. Rest in peace. You care about Ronnie, right? And then the only reason we watch Operation Repo is because we watch Lizard Lake Towing, which we love because of Amy, Bobby, and of course Ronnie. Fucking love that show. Lizard Lake Towing. Are you kidding me, dude? That was the shit. That was two boys going to get repos, fucking over people that deserve to be fucked over. Right? It was great. It was justice. It was Robin Hood. Swamp version, right? Jerry Springer. It was people that had humongous problem. People that couldn't function normally in society. They were human beings. They were human beings. They were family members. They were sons. They were daughters. They were parents. They just went through something, right? And then Jerry Springer, when it was the beginning of the show, was very controversial. They had Klan member, Ku Klux Klan member. They had gay people in the 80s when gay people weren't accepted. Gay people would get beat up in the streets. You had them on the show, right? Because they wanted to make a statement. They wanted to make, like, everybody's welcome on my show, right? And then you watch Steve Wilkos, where there's literal abuser, predator, right? And then, of course, Steve says, I want to fuck you up. You still had them on your show. You still have them on your show. You still had them on your fucking show. So yes, you're denouncing, yes, you're exposing, bravo. You're showing how much of a piece of shit they are, bravo. If you're having them on your show. And get monetary gain. The shittier the person, the more views. The more views, the more... Yes. The whole thing is quite a science. We have this because I have mosquito bites, and instead of itching and shit like that, it's better. It's like a back scratcher, if you will, for the whole body. There was this guy on Dr. Phil, and he was doing some bum fights. He would pay bum to fight, and you would give them money. And then Dr. Phil's like, why are you doing that? And the guy went to the show, just like Dr. Phil. Now, the plan behind it was to make fun of Dr. Phil, right? Was it? No. You know what the plan was? To show Dr. Phil was the very same person. A person like Helen, who for 15 years, for 20 years, for no matter how many years, should go on Maury. Ellen DeGeneres was seen as America's sweetheart. She's a fucking asshole. Allegedly, of course. Right? Why do we like watching it? Because she was so nice, but she wasn't nice. Why did we watch shows like Pick My Car, Wife Swap, Celebrity Big Brother itself, Trash TV? You're paying attention for months to people you'll never see again. Get attached to them. It's like, oh, I love this guy. I hope he gets far. And the next year, you do the exact same thing for other people. Why do we do it? Why do we do it? Why do we do it? Right? Why is TV so entertaining? A show like The Office, which we talk about today. A show like The Office, right? Which is a normal show for The Office. And you're like, bro, shit. Why does it work? Because it's a mockumentary. You would have a show about Scranton, Dunder Mifflin in Scranton. People would give a shit. Want to know the story behind The Office? But there's this dark theory which is actually confirmed from The Office. So there's this guy called Tom. Tom was the next employee of Michael Scott. Tom actually unalive himself, which we saw in the show about bullying and about work harassment. So guess what happened? In the first season, Michael Scott says, oh, corporate want us to have the videos. Corporates want us documented. They want you documented because the guy just ended his life. The whole purpose of the documentary is to see what's wrong with this company. It's 9 seasons long. 9 seasons long. And The Office is an amazing show. But then you have this sweetheart, which is Jim Harper, who's hunting for the girl for 4 seasons. And then he gets the girl. For the end, she's cheating on him. So what was the point of the relationship? Right? And then you have Jim Harper, who is the office sweetheart once again. But then you watch the show more time and time again. And that's he's the high school popular guy. That Dwight is the victim. And it kind of is the victim of always the same joke. And he's kind of being bullied by Jim Harper. Then Jim becomes kind of an asshole. Oh, mosquito. Mosquito. I hate mosquito. But when he was pranking Dwight, you were laughing, right? And then, here's where it gets complex. We talk about shows, right? We talk about TV, cable TV, right? Watch a show like Breaking Bad about cooking drugs. Are you ever gonna cook drugs? Are you gonna be part of a gang? Gonna be organized crime? No, you're not. You're not. Trust me, you're not. Well, watch it, right? It's entertaining. Is it possible? Is it true? No. Do you like it? No. No, you do like it, but you don't like it for a reason of this is me in a couple of years. Even MasterChef. I think MasterChef, we talked about it a couple minutes ago. MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen are the perfect example. Hell's Kitchen is the exact same show, but with drama, with elimination. Hell's Kitchen is the hardcore version of it. MasterChef is calm, is deep, is emotional, right? They're both cooking shows. They're both cooking reality TV. Now, have you seen the rate of Hell's Kitchen? Have you seen the rate of MasterChef? Which is more? I'll let you guess. Then we go to YouTube, we go to Snapchat, we go to TikTok. We'll watch hours of people just dancing. Because they're a great dancer, right? And we'll watch them and we'll eat chips and we'll eat ice cream and we'll eat junk food. Which is nothing wrong with that. But why watch somebody for hours and hours and hours and hours? Huh? I don't know. I always felt that nowadays watching garbage TV. What about 10 years? I'm still gonna be watching garbage TV. Well, since the dawn of time, we've been watching garbage. Right? Maybe just the way humans are. We're perverts. We want to see people humiliated. We want to see people suffer. We want to see people that are worse than us. We want to be entertained more than we want to learn. We want to relax more than what we want to work. You know? And garbage TV offers you this amazing thing. Short-term satisfaction. Imagine you watch a show, right, about, a documentary, right? And you learn some real thing in there. But if you don't practice them, what's the point, right? Versus garbage TV, where you get a laugh. It's never going to serve you, but it's not supposed to serve you. And then, there's the most beautiful thing ever. We have shitty jobs that we hate. We are stuck in traffic every single day. We're gonna eat the same boring meal every single day because I had a hard day at work and I don't want to cook. So we'll do DoorDash from the same restaurant that we did 2 weeks ago. We'll do it from the same restaurant we did like a week ago, right? And then all of this is quite depressing, right? You're right. There's one thing that allows us to wake up the next day. There's one thing that allows us to march on. Garbage TV. Right? You know what the Lord did before? The Lord, the kings and queens and Lord, they would stop people to learn. When it was a farmer or a paysan, what is it, paysan in English? Paysan. A villager that was smart. They will call him an heretic. When a woman was too smart, we would call her a witch. We would do a witch hunt. Why? So they has to take care of the kids because of the next generation, right? We made it on purpose. Made it on purpose to keep people dumb. Think about the elite. What if the elite were only elite because they knew something we didn't? Right? And if the plan is to keep us subdued and dumb, then garbage TV is the best way. The best way. The biggest lie ever is being told you just have enough to be happy. Congratulations. The biggest lie we ever was told was, you know what? Every single day you're lucky. Every single day you got 8 hours to relax. We're being led like sheep by shepherds. We don't realize it. We're relaxed through TV. We're relaxed through media. We're getting tax refund. We're getting fireworks twice a week, twice a month, twice a year. Right? All this to tell you that you don't need more. Because if you didn't want more, you would reach for more. And then even then, there's limited resources, right? Then there's corruption that's directly entitled to the limited resources. One day, war's gonna hit the fan. Shit's gonna hit the fan, and we won't be ready. The people that will be ready were the people that will be ready 100 years ago, 200 years ago. The 1%, the elite. There's a fucking bunch of sheep. And you know what? Maybe that's okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go in. Enough for today.
The live gives you. So today they cut shaved his head bald, and he and his girlfriend both shaved off their eyebrows. What? What are you doing? What made you do that? What the heck?
Not sick of it.
You didn't even tell me about that. What the
did.
heck? Nuh-uh.
I sent you a picture.
I didn't get it.
You did.
No. This isn't the first time Dakota's been bald, but the first time he had to shave his head bald for a surgery. It's good, though. Missed a couple spots right here, though. I bet it feels better, too.
Hell yeah.
When it gets hot.
I think that'd be cool. For my first time cutting.
What made you do that?
Wanted to see if I could do it or not. See how it would turn out.
After he got back, his girlfriend came out, and look what she did. Never seen you without your glasses. Did you shave your eyebrows? Why? What are y'all doing? Why did you shave your eyebrows?
Because you couldn't see them anymore. He shaved his head, so I matched him.
Yeah, I guess so. You gotta shave your head now.
No.
I'm just kidding. When we got back to the apartment, I told him he's gonna look like a lollipop that fell on the floor if we don't fix up the spots he missed. So he sat down and we fixed him up. So today Dakota shaved his head bald, and he and his girlfriend both shaved off their eyebrows. What the heck? Why did you do that? What are you doing? What made you do that? What the heck?
Not sick of it.
You didn't even tell me about that. What the
did.
heck? Nuh-uh.
I sent you a picture.
I didn't get it.
You did it.
No. This isn't the first time Dakota's been bald, but the first time he had to shave his head bald for a surgery. It's good, though. You missed a couple spots right here, though. I bet it feels better, too.
Hell yeah.
When it gets hot.
I think not gonna be for my first time cutting.
What made you do that?
Wanted to see if I could do it or not. See how it would turn out.
After he got back, his girlfriend came out, and look what she did. Never seen you without your glasses. Did you shave your eyebrows? Why? What are y'all doing? Why did you shave your eyebrows?
Too loud, bro. A bit too loud. Filming is je waiting for a commercial because you want that. So what are we playing? We're playing Elden Ring or not? Uh-huh. Where's my... No, no. Is it boy? Woke up for commercial. Really well because I don't really from... Too loud, too loud. Come on, tell me the time of the show. I can start streaming. Have a wonderful day. Nope. Oh, I should possibly check if...
So today Dakota shaved his head bald.
Hey, don't care, dude. Don't care, dude. Bon, ok. Now, we're gonna do watch a couple of my friends see the life. Okay. Twitch. No, I didn't ask for dashboard. What do you guys? Studio does the same thing. The studio. Twitch.tv. CW. you live. And then YouTube. Derby. Uma Musume. Uma. Okay, Derby. Reservation Repo. that this. Bro.
Captain. Sorry, man. You have to find yourself a smaller ship. There's a lot of motels here, so where's this one at? That's it. This one?
G4.
Son, I've been here before. So we track the car to this motel. And when we get there, the car is parked there ready to go. The only problem is that the tires are turned. Are we looking for an Escalade? That's it. Yep. Like that one right there, the Texas plates? Texas plates. So get out, manage, okay? Take a look with it. Where you got it? Amanda, right? Yeah. Matt goes and talks to the manager of the motel asking, hey, we're looking for so-and-so. We're like, well, did you see the owner of this vehicle? He doesn't know anything. So I'm looking through the paperwork and I noticed that we have her cell phone number, so I decided to call her. Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please? Hi, Amanda. Hi, listen, you want to come outside? I'm actually here, outside where the Escalade is. What do you mean? So I called her, and she was really cool about it. The only problem is that she starts telling me that she's not there. And she asked me for the address, and I'm thinking,
Don't blink, shebang. Okay, they're doing well because having a wonderful day on this 10 July 2025. Today, we are having the best of time with the one, the only, Elden Ring. There's no battles on TikTok, so we are going to be playing my favorite game instead. Now, I'll be completely honest. We don't have a lot to do on the Elden Ring. And I don't want to start another region because I want to play some Battlefield Chronicle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the Academy. I'm going to do a bit of the Atlas Plateau because we started yesterday. And that's pretty much it. So, we're really excited. I hope you guys are happy. And let's freaking go. Oh, by the way, we have the Death Burst too. So, yeah, we should be okay with time, I guess. Oh, chronology. Ooh. Every Actor Chronology Part 1. Wow, that's cool. Give me a sec. Aha! See? The phone wasn't connected. So then, gonna be a problem. Give me a quick second. We have Eric the actor. Chronological order. This is huge, bro. This is huge, bro. Okay, let's go. There you go. Okay, ready? Can I be familiar with the career? Today we beat you. There's a couple of things to do. I don't think I have the whole. Like, technically speaking, I would like to play for 2 hours. Why? Then it'll give me midnight, and then I'll go sleep. Actually, I have a lot of fun with the Academy. I'll be honest, I used to think that Stormveil was a lot bigger. But now that we redid Stormveil, we did kind of like almost a speed run of it and realizing how small it is. And everything considered. Damn, 4 people. So the art of Ash of War is really for small. It's really for small. For example, these deep figures, you should be use it. I think it's stronger. So this is kind of the complex part. It isn't stronger, but it is. So what do we mean by that? For example, right? You know, attack will attack one person 500 for 500 damage, right? The Ash of War will attack somebody for 300. Yeah, this is a good place. The rules of it actually kind of nice place here. That's why we have the AC on. Sorry for the noise. You know what? There you go. Smaller. Is that better? It's supposed to be better. Something. I'm correct, there's an even better item to buy, which is technically my first legendary Calvin. There's not a lot of them. This is where we fought the for the yes, it is. It's right there. This is where we found the wolf of Relegon, and we're gonna find the item, the icon of Relegon. And it's cool because she was in love with the guy. I think it's shortened spell casting time. Huge. I want to see the story behind it. As the husband of Renella of Caria, the red hair Relegon studies sorcery and as the husband of Ruka study incantation. Thus did the hero aspire to be complete. Oh. Nice. I love that the conversation shifted from you were rude with Kelly Clarkson to oh, did you whack it too? And this is the place where we went. So if we're in a circle, there's two places with a roof. Then I'm gonna go here because there's actually something really good. It's not the hardest place to do. Like the hardest thing is this enemy that's gonna be right here. I have to remember. I have to remember that I have a different, a very good, but a different flask. My summon are more of a viral. So you try to capture them, but you can't because of their summon. They're not real. Got 5. The coolest thing with this is the golden seed, which is important. That's not it. The coolest thing with this, oh, these will push you out of the, wait a second, this is possibly the best way to get the stock. And what's stock? Which is the rarest weapon in the game. The rarest weapon of the game because its drop rate is so low. Why are you giving me this? Carlos, Flintstone Crown, which is insane. There's a couple of these, and you have to kill like crabs with these. They're very special. There's shit in them. Technically, there's 4 of them. You see that? That was so cool. Like I completely asleep. It would be insanely cool. If the effects from the game, for example, poison work on them, sleep also work on them. Wakey wakey babies. Oh, you know what? She deserves sleep. Good. I know it by heart. Stormville is a bit harder to get. Is that supposed to Stormveld is the thing that I didn't do. Shit, I forgot about this. Wait, halfway to the academy, I have to give up. Fly me to the moon and let me feel my own mind. You are all I ask for. Too many. Once again, these guys will just block you. Because there's not a lot of places to go, so with these guys you can avoid them, but since there's not a lot of places, you're like, fuck. The reason why we're going here is because there's a second, there is a second, good. Fucking skills. I got it. Oh, I got you. Howard. Back. You're a wild guy. Wise guy. Oh. Well. Oh, sorry, key and dude. See? Another trap, you see? Got lucky twice here. Twice. Oh shit. That's not nice. How do you do this to that bitch? Whoa. Okay. You know that it's there. Twin Sage, that's pretty good. Now these guys, each of them. He's not wrong. So this. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. If he killed me, I would have been done. However, guess what? He kicked ladder. Should be crystal. Oh fuck, that's good. Does it? You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you. Shit, I don't think it's gonna work. Good. He's not a kid, bro. Nice. We got a good, really good stuff. However, we don't have what we need. What do we need? This second, I don't know. No, wrong potion. Be careful, Lynn. Come on. You know better. See, this, nowadays, wouldn't fly on radio. It wouldn't fly. Do I agree with what he's saying? No. But I don't think he's making a point. I think he's being entertaining. I think he's being some sort of value. You know? I like the fact that there was people that said this back then. Nowadays, nobody would say that. You would get canceled right away. Different time. To me, that means something. It's not what he's saying. The fact that you could say what you already want meant something. Forget about it. Azure Gleam Soul Staff. Azure Gleam Soul Staff is one of the craziest thing ever. Azure ends up being one of the legendary sorcerer. It's not only primordial Grand Sorcerer Azure. Only those who have a clip what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may build it. Reduce casting time of all sorcery, but consume additional SD. There's two of them. There's this one and Lusat. Guess what? Celine, when I told you that she was following in the footsteps of two great wizards, that's one of them. Okay, good. This is the best way to do it. It's not bad, honestly. Yeah. Some hair. You got something down there? How big? Well, it's true. It's true though. His parents won't talk to him because they baby him. See? You know, everybody would call Howard an asshole for doing this. But you know what? He was fucking right. Never get nobody. Guarantee. Stuff like that. This woman. Oh, this woman. You're so fucked, Howard. I'm fucked. I don't get this. Now, it's a bit of a situation. This is a situation. I don't remember why I jumped. It's a bit of a problem.
Of course, you're not going to take any of his advice, are you? You're not. I know you. You always reject my advice. Hey, look, man, before I was on the Stern Show and I was just gross and disgusting, you know how I had sex? I banged bitches. All right, I'm going to give you another $500. But don't squander it on Kelly Clarkson stuff, okay? Promise me. I will pay off. All right, good. See you that 70 show now on all week long. Go to that70show.com and check your local listings for the Tiger Channel, all right? And also, hey, by the way, you like this. You're also qualified to put a script to the set of that 70 show on Hollywood to appear on the show. If you win, you'll get a free trip to California. I'll let you lock it up.
What? You said thank you. Guess what? I didn't even see that was something there. Oh, dude, that was huge. And guess what? You know what? You know the craziest thing? That was for sure the reason why this place exists. Having Gladys on staff, not great because it's pretty popular, but still. Now, you know what's insane? I don't know. I don't want to kiss him. Because open up the door. It's weird. Dude. No, that's not true. Boom, Mitty. I don't know how well you afford it, but you did. Now, but you're somebody else. You know what? I for sure didn't go there. No, you know, I know the item right there. I actually don't know what I'm doing right now, to be honest. I don't think I did this. Thing zone number 4 is huge, huge, dude, huge. Why? Because if we didn't have it last year, which I technically wasn't allowed to get because it was at the metal. I didn't get it last time. But if I didn't get it last time, I could have done this. Could have went for top 5. Oh, let's go. drugs. My dad. Try it one more time. I really need that key. Good. I believe what we did. Holy shit. See, that is cheap. This is actually pretty good because all the there's a lot of range, there's a lot of speed. Its movements are hard to predict. I fucked. Guess what, bro? We see the moon. I didn't see it today. Well, I'm gonna try once again. I'm gonna take a little break and I'll be right back. Okay, this one, I'm almost done. Now, boom, boom, guess what, chance? Even Dan, I'm gonna bring his voice. So, can't do shit. Guess what? This is the boss. How the fuck did you do some damage? Okay, we'll do one more. I'll have to do the moon because the problem with the moon is it's kind of cloudy tonight. I should. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Because if I don't, it may become cloudy and then I'm going to be pissed off because we miss it. Okay, let's go. Yeah. So did you think myself again? You're not the same, we're different. No, man, well. Okay. Okay, we're back. Good. We're close to level up again. Good. This might be the place that I need to go. What? Whoa. They got me. They got really good. Good. Let's take a note. Shit. So it's gonna be Gundam pack opening. Stop, fuck you. It's a beautiful weapon. Ah, I know what I did wrong. I know. There's a teleportation stone, but I don't know where it is. It's been too long since I played this game. Uh-huh. Understood. There you go. That's right. Whoa. Whoa. Soccer baseball. Imagine. Yeah. It's cool that we had the Church of Vows, because the Church of Vows talk about the wedding between Dragon and Renata and give me the bell bearing chaser. Do I need to beat possibly? Okay, that's possibly it. So now what we're gonna do is to go back to Stormvale. We forgot to do something. Now that's gonna be hard to do because I don't remember where it is exactly, but. This is perfect. This is where I need to go. Sock. Like I said, I'm not sure what it is. It's a really cool weapon. You know what's insane? It took me years to realize that the flask is one flask with multiple bigger. It's like bigger it is. See, I don't know where to go. I'm pretty sure I know where to go, but it's not 100%. If I tell you, if I lose the 35,000, you don't want to think about it. Do this. I don't know how to get there. Look at this. This was before I got the axe.